All right, let's resume our positions.
Let's start with this one.
Okay. Oh, buddy, will you get me Callista's glasses? But be careful because my wine is right next to them. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, come here, Sissy McButt cake.
Baby bed. Baby bed.
Get your feet under, Maddie, because you know Callista gets mad if we're not all under the blanket. You know the rules. Obey the rules.
Okay.
All right, let me get Poodle's glasses on. And then we are ready for story time. Woo, woo, we gonna read a Joy Berry. Woo, woo.
Strawberry.
All right.
Oh, ho, ho. That's the Pepsi.
Okay, time for shushies. Want to get closer, Shams? Can you see?
Yes, no story.
All right. Being Careless by...
Joy Berry. Joy Berry.
This is a book about...
Lenny.
Reading about Lenny can help you understand and deal with...
Being careless.
You are being careless. Uh-oh. What is he doing?
I don't know.
He's being so dangerous on his bicycle. You are being careless when you act as if you do not care about yourself. You are being careless when you act as if...
anybody.
You are being careless when you act as if you do not care about the people and things around you. Watch out! What's gonna happen?
What happened? Nothing.
Ah! Oops! Bam! Being careless can cause you to...
Hurt yourself.
Being careless can cause you to...
Hurt other people.
Oh no. Being careless can cause you to...
Damage.
Or...
Break them. Or destroy things.
My bike is wrecked. So is mine, thanks to you. Oh, I don't think I'd thank him.
Why do you want to thank him?
Because he crashed
Is
everywhere.
that rude?
Absolutely rude.
How rude is that?
Extremely rude. It is not good to be careless. You need to be
Careful instead.
instead. When you are careful, you act as if you care about yourself. When you are careful, you act as if you care about the people and things around you. You need to be more careful, especially around cats. Be careful.
Obey the rules.
Your parents usually know what you need to do to keep yourself and others safe.
Mikey, step on it.
Oh no! They usually know what you need to do to take care of the things around you. The rules they make can help you be careful. I accidentally ran into it. That's his mommy. You know it is against the rules to run in the house. What did he do?
He ran in house.
And what happened?
What fell?
The lamp.
What is mom's doing?
She's really upset because he broke a lamp because he was running, being careless, and not obeying the rules.
Why is she upset about the lamp? Why she doesn't want her lamp broken?
Because it's special to her. It's her decoration. It's expensive. We have to take care of our things.
And it's wasting money.
Yes.
And he broke it.
Yes. I made a mess.
He did it in the mouth.
Oh my goodness. Be careful. Pay attention to what you do.
Is her mom coming in the kitchen?
She's going to be really upset. Pay attention to what you do so you will make fewer mistakes. He's pouring the water everywhere. And it's landing on the cat, making a mess because he's not paying
What else
attention.
he's doing?
Making a huge mess, wasting the
This
milk.
is mom wasting the milk and what else? And it's wasting money.
Yes.
Buying milk and waste it.
Yeah.
He's making a mess.
Be careful. Slow down so you can avoid accidents and mistakes
He's making
that
a mess.
happen when you're in a hurry. I know. You are making mistakes because you are in a hurry. Slow down. Look at this big wonky castle. He's not doing a good job because he's rushing. That's his daddy. Be careful. Watch where you are going so you can avoid tripping and bumping into things. He's going to crash right into that tree if he doesn't pay attention. Be careful. Be aware. Oh no. Be careful. Be aware of people and things around you so you can avoid dangerous situations. Honk, honk, honk.
And what's he doing?
He's walking in the road not paying attention. What's going to happen? The car will hit him. What do we do when we're on the roads and in parking lots? Hold mommy's hand.
And that is so dangerous.
Very dangerous. Be careful. Avoid playing roughly so no one will get hurt and nothing will get broken. Don't be so rough. Smack, smack, bang, crash. He's being really careless and playing roughly. He could hurt himself.
Is he playing nicely or is he playing careless?
No, he's playing playing very careless. He's crashing things. He could hurt his toys, break his toys.
Is that good?
No. Be careful. Avoid playing with dangerous things so you will not hurt yourself or others. You know you aren't supposed to play with matches. That could cause a fire.
What happened to him?
You could get burned.
Did he get burned again?
Be careful. Avoid playing in dangerous places so you will not hurt yourself or others. This doesn't look a great place to play. There's garbage everywhere.
And what else? What happened? Is that place safe or place dangerous?
Dangerous. There's all garbage everywhere. Being careless is not good for you or the people around you. It is better when you are careful. I guess it's time for me to start being more careful. Thank goodness. Now this book will have a happy ending. He broke his arm because he was being careless.
Let's read all of this to the back to them.
If you enjoyed reading this book, you might want to try our other books in the series. Bad sport, being bossy, being bullied, being careless, being destructive, being forgetful, being greedy, being lazy, being mean, being messy, being rude, being selfish, being wasteful, breaking promises, cheating, complaining, disobeying, fighting, gossiping, lying, interrupting, overdoing, showing off, snooping, stealing, tattling, teasing, throwing tantrums, and whining. All right.
Okay, read.
I got them, buddy. They're right here. You don't see them.
Read.
The story of Peppa Pig. Oh, that's a family. The story of Peppa Pig. My Family Tree by Peppa Pig. Once upon a time, there was a lovable, slightly bossy little pig named Peppa. More than anything in the whole wide world, Peppa loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Mommy Pig was Peppa's mommy. She was very wise about most things. Mommy Pig would say, Peppa, when you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots. Daddy Pig was Peppa's daddy. He loved eating cookies and he had a big round tummy. When Daddy Pig jumped in muddy puddles, he made a very big muddy splash. When Peppa's little brother George was born, Peppa helped look after him. And as soon as George was old enough, Peppa taught him how to jump in muddy puddles. George, Peppa said, just like Mommy Pig, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots. George liked muddy puddles, but he liked his toy Mr. Dinosaur more. Even though George couldn't speak yet, he could say one word very well. Dinosaur! Sometimes Peppa got a little bit annoyed with George. George, he would sigh, why do you always say dinosaur for everything? It's so boring. One day, Peppa, George, Mommy, and Daddy Pig got into their little car and drove to their new house on top of the little green hill. Peppa Pig was excited about the new house, but she was very excited about the very wet and extremely muddy puddles in the yard. Can we go and jump in muddy puddles? Asked Peppa. It's nearly time for bed, Peppa replied Mommy. You'll have to wait until tomorrow. Peppa and George wake up very early the next morning and went to find Mommy and Daddy Pig. Can we please go outside and jump in muddy puddles? Asked Peppa excitedly. We're going to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house today, Peppa, replied Mommy Pig sleepily. You can jump in muddy puddles there. After breakfast, it was time to leave, so Peppa and her family jumped into their little car. Ready? Asked Daddy Pig cheerily. Yes, Daddy Pig, everyone answered back. Then let's go, shouted Daddy Pig. Yippee, cried Peppa. She couldn't wait to get to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house and jump in muddy puddles. The family soon arrived at Granny and Grandpa's house. Peppa and George were very excited. They loved going to visit Granny and Grandpa Pig. Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, cried Peppa. Hello, my little ones, answered Granny Pig. Come inside, Granny, said Peppa. Can I jump in muddy puddles, please? I think Granny Pig has something to show you first, Peppa, said Granny Pig. Peppa was a little disappointed. She really wanted to jump in muddy puddles. Grandpa Pig took Peppa and George to visit his vegetable garden. This is where I grow my vegetables, said Granny Pig. Scarecrow. First I plant some seeds. Can we eat your yummy vegetables, Crow? Asked Peppa. A bird. Asked Peppa, forgetting all about muddy puddles. We have to wait for them to grow a bit bigger, replied Grandpa. Oh, gasped Peppa excitedly. Suddenly there was a loud bang. Oh dear, gasped Grandpa Pig. That was thunder. That means it's going to rain. We should hurry inside before we get wet. Peppa, George, and Grandpa Pig ran inside as fast as they could to get out of the rain. Peppa and George watched the rain splish, splash, splosh down the window. George started to cry. Don't cry, George, said Peppa. It's only rain. Dinosaur. But George wasn't crying because it was raining. George was crying because he had lost Mr. Dinosaur. Peppa searched upstairs, downstairs, and even in the toilet, but she couldn't find Mr. Dinosaur anywhere. Just then, she had an idea. Peppa ran outside and found a very wet Mr. Dinosaur in Grandpa's very muddy puddle vegetable garden. She ran inside and gave Mr. Dinosaur to George. George was very happy. The rain has stopped, cried Peppa. What can we do now? I have a very good idea, Peppa, said Daddy Pig, pointing outside. Hooray! Cheered Peppa, seeing the muddiest puddles ever. Peppa had been so busy looking at Grandpa's vegetables and searching for Mr. Dinosaur, she had forgotten all about jumping in puddles. Peppa loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles more than anything in the whole wide world. All of Peppa's family loved jumping up and down in muddy puddles more than anything else in the whole wide world. Hee hee ha ha oink oink, jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Click, bonk, bonk, boom, bang.
How do you know that song?
Watch the show. Ruby's Amazing Maze. It was a rainy day. Let's draw a puzzle to play with Grandma when she comes to visit, Max, said Ruby. Trains, said Max. Max, said Ruby, I think Grandma's like puzzles better than trains. I'm going to draw an amazing maze, said Ruby. Choo-choo, said Max. Ruby took out her markers and a drawing pad. She started to draw squiggly paths with a yellow marker, but Max had an idea. Choo-choo, said Max. Max had taken Ruby's other markers. He was making pretend trees for his train to pass. Forest, said Max. Max, I need my markers back, but that's a good idea for what to draw. Trees, said Ruby. Ruby drew trees all over her maze. I'm thirsty, Max, said Ruby. Let's have blueberry juice. Choo-choo, said Max. Ruby came back with blueberry juice. Meanwhile, Max had used her drawing pad to make a bridge for his train. Max, I need my drawing pad back, but that's a good idea for what to draw. Bridges, said Ruby. Ruby drew 5 bridges over the roads in her maze. Choo-choo, choo-choo, said Max as he revved up his train engine. Bam! Max's train went right into Ruby's glass of juice. The juice made a blueberry lake on her maze and spilled on the rug. Uh-oh, said Ruby. Just then the doorbell rang. Max, why don't you let Grandma in while I clean this mess up?
She upset?
Yeah. Hello, Max, said Grandma. What are you doing on this rainy day? Playing trains, said Max. I love trains, said Grandma. And I made a maze for you, said Ruby. What an interesting maze, Ruby, said Grandma. The lake is beautiful. It's just the right color. It's raining. Lake Blueberry, said Ruby and Max. So funny. All right, give kisses and